Hey everyone, this is Ebony. Welcome and thank you for joining this week's second part of What Has Kept Me Grounded. As promised, I have my mom Valerie here with me this week. You want to say hey?
Hello.
Just to kind of share a little bit about her story, how she's remained grounded in some of life's difficult situations. And some of you may even be able to relate to her story, or if not now, maybe later on down the road in life, because we just never know what'll happen. But some of you may know, some of you may not, but I was raised in a single parent home. And before I even knew what faith was, my mom was the prime example of what I had of faith. Before I really knew who God was, she was that example that showed me that even through life's difficult situations, you have something to stay grounded in. So she's always been my anchor through some of my life's hardest times. So just if we want to move into her, we can just talk about some of her situations. So one being divorce. How has being a divorced person at an earlier age in life kept you grounded?
Well, my faith. My faith has been the anchor and the foundation for my life, period. And just going through divorce has kept me grounded and helped me to stay focused on the responsibility of taking care of you. And then after the divorce, Alex. It was one of the most difficult times in my life. And at one point, I really didn't think I would be able to handle the overwhelming circumstances, being a single parent, raising you up. But by the grace of God, He allowed me to go through those circumstances. And now I can actually say that I really don't look like what I've been through. So I'll just say my faith.
Okay. Well, if you want to just expand a little bit on your faith, I know you have faith in God, but where did that stem from?
That stemmed from my mom. I was raised up in the church, and she wasn't the type of mother that actually sent her kids to church. She actually took us to church. So I would say that would be the foundation that I actually grew up on.
Okay. Well, one thing that I would say is that I used to question why bad things happen to good people, and it seems like you've gone through some things in life, but your foundation has always been in God. And just like with the house, the foundation, we always want it to be without cracks, but those cracks in life cause us to have someone or something to fill those cracks in. And so it seems like you've allowed God to fill those cracks in. And so with that, that's one of the ways that you've been grounded in faith, is because you allow those situations to happen, but at the same time, you allow God to come in and fill those cracks.
Well, that's awesome, and it's true.
Okay, so what are some words of wisdom that you would give to someone that is going through some situations? They don't think they'd be able to go through it. It seems overwhelming, maybe single families. Someone is struggling with addiction, someone just struggling in life, and they don't know where they want to go. What would be some advice you would give to them?
My first advice, I think I would give to them, I would just try to encourage them to try to find a mentor, someone that has a foundation in Christ, and they could, guide them or lead them in the different places that they should go, or even introduce them to some resources that may be available to them. And when people have addictions, sometimes it's very hard, I think, for them to, open up or want to get close to someone. But if a person is of faith, they will be more sensitive and be able to hear clearly from God as to how they need to handle that individual. So I would just say, try to surround yourself with people of faith and people that's going to actually give a hand to help lift you up out of that circumstance. And no, it's not an overnight fix, and it's no magical formula to it. But if you're willing to put in the work to save yourself, so to say, then I would say that just because it looks like it's a terrible situation, it's just a temporary inconvenience for a permanent change in your life.
Okay. Well, that's good stuff, Mother. I appreciate you being with us today as our special guest. And I just want to leave you with just a little note that faith is one of the things that has kept our family grounded. But knowing that faith is not just a word, it's an actual action. So when you pray about something, when you believe something, you have to put action behind it. God doesn't work in all mysteriously. He puts the responsibility on you as well. So once he sees you put forth that effort in any situation, then he's going to just blow your mind. So I just ask today of you just to go and just believe in faith and then put action behind it. Thanks again for joining, and thank you, Mom, for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
No problem. And I look forward to more adventures with you guys with Heroic Inspirations. And I will talk to you guys next week. Have a blessed week. Bye.